last year they did 11,333,126 boxes that went out, and not just from the United States. I'm sure, like from the United Kingdom and other countries in the world. The book that they talked about, this is not it. It's about the size, the greatest journey. If it's right in the shoebox, right on the top, it's written in 107 languages. It will be 108 soon, as it's being translated. There's also an opportunity for them to take another course after that, and they'll also get a Bible in their home language when the translations are available. So it's a wonderful ministry. We have so much in our country. I know inflation is terrible, prices are skyrocketing, but these kids have nothing. Just some practical things. When you pack your box, like if you're going to take the stuff in, also put in a towel, a terry cloth, something. It doesn't have to be big. This is a hand towel, or even a washcloth, something to dry themselves off with. And you can pack it creatively, like tuck it in the corner. I wrapped mine up. I don't know if I'll take it apart or not. I don't know. Just try to fit into what you can in the box. If you have pencils, be sure to include a sharpener with the pencils. It'd be a good idea if the pencils were sharpened too before you pack them. I have a pencil sharpener, an electric one, so if you need them sharpened, let me know. Walmart has these, they're packets of notes. They fit in the shoeboxes really well. I went to a workshop last week, and believe it or not, those nice red and green boxes that we actually used last year and the year before, there was a gentleman there who's quite familiar with procedure, and he said that those boxes cracked in crates. He saw them in the video how they put in huge crates and transported it all over the world. That it was the plastic ones that I thought were disturbing that cracked. So the cardboard ones that are out there, don't be afraid to take one and put one together. If I can do it, anyone can do it. The instructions are very easy on the box. So if you want a plastic one, I don't know. This seems sturdy to me. I'm going to try it. But anyway, these are at Walmart too. I don't have stock at Walmart, but $1.28 each. That's not bad. So you can get good buys at Walmart of things that can fit. And we all know that kids like candy, but do not put candy in or anything to eat. That's not good. Also, they said no toothpaste. One thing I was going to suggest, my minute's up, is that when you go to the dentist, ask him if he would donate a few extra toothbrushes. You know how they give you a little goodie bag with a toothbrush in it? Well, ask him if he would maybe put a few in.
I had the privilege of working in the region, Northern California, for a few years, and these are just some stories that I had heard. Wish to God I could have experienced, but I've seen pictures and everything. And one of the stories that really touched my heart was a little girl who, at the age of, she was 6 when this story was told. At the age of 4, she saw her mother and father killed right in front of her, and then she was raped. And she received her shoebox, and the team that was there to distribute had noticed the grandfather, her grandfather, in the corner, and tears were just running down his face. And what had happened, in her shoebox, there were hair ribbons. And she asked her grandfather to tie the hair ribbons in her hair. And he said the reason he was crying, it was because that was the first time in 2 years he had seen her smile because of the hair ribbons. Another girl that I met, and they call them full circle, like that Cambodian girl. Full circle means that they've received a shoebox, they accept Christ, and they go on to minister, the next generations and things like that. Well, she was an orphan in Romania, and where she said that they had to share everything. They shared bath water, they shared toothbrushes, they shared everything. And in her shoebox was a bar of soap. And she said she had never smelled anything so heavenly. And she refused to use it, she just kept it to smell it. And she, and another team I think came through the next year, and she relayed this to them. Are you watching my time? And relayed this to them, and to her, it was the fragrance of Jesus in her life. One more. I mean, I have a lot, but this one, the ones that really impact me was this young man in Africa, and he received a stocking hat. And, are you going to wear a stocking cap in Africa? And so, but he kept it. It was a gift. It was a gift from someone who never knew him. It was a gift from God, and he kept it. Well, lo and behold, when he became a young man in his 20s, he got to move to New York to study medicine. And so he got to use the hat, right, in New York. And it was told that, and I saw a picture of him wearing that hat, and he became a surgeon. And I was told that he would wear that hat sometimes when he did surgery, because in his heart, Jesus was with him when he wore that hat. So these boxes are precious. They're not just a box full of trinkets. These babies have never had anything, most of them. Can I tell one more story?
Sure.
There was in North Korea, there's, rebels, and they're encamped, way up in the north, in the jungles and things like that. And they will allow a team to come in and deliver boxes to their children, because their children have never had anything. I mean, they live in refugee camps, even though their parents are rebels. And the team literally have bags put over their head so they can't see where they're going. And they go up sometimes on mules, donkeys, horses, and distribute the boxes, and then when they're finished, they get the bags put back over their head and brought back, down, so that they don't know where these people are. I mean, I couldn't imagine having to do that. So it's a serious ministry. It's a wonderful ministry. If anybody can't go shopping, my phone number, I'll give it to you. I'll go shopping for you. I mean, I'd like the money from you, but I would go shopping for you. And remember the essentials. Teenage boys, they get hardly anything because they're just bigger. People like to buy for the babies and the little children. But screwdrivers and sewing kits and things like that, these kids need that stuff. It builds skills. Thank you.
Not all toys, not all health items, or not all pencils and paper. I'm trying to balance it. Although there is a story of someone who just put socks in their box, and guess who got that box? Somebody needed socks.
God does that.